When I say nobody has made a missile like this before, I mean Sunday Nobody. Sunday Nobody is an internet artist who recently made and sold the Amazon 30-second delivery missile. You can't buy this missile anymore, but that's not a problem, because today, I'm gonna steal his designs.
I'm bald now.
You may have seen some of Sunday Nobody's art already. He's the guy that made a giant statue of handsome Squidward and sunk it in the ocean, and he recently held a funeral for a closed down Taco Bell. A little over a year ago, Sunday Nobody made his first ever long form video, which detailed making and manufacturing his 30-second delivery missile. When I watched it, I knew that I had to try this as a project. I recently completed my certificate in CNC machining, and I currently work at a makerspace at my university, which means I have access to some pretty cool tools. To begin this project, I started with a deep dive. I found photos, documents, an assembly diagram. And then I rewatched the video and realized that Sunday Nobody actually shows every single blueprint that he used on the entire project. I took a couple screenshots and I got to work.
Terrifying.
By this time, the semester had ended and it was time to move home.
I'm back in the garage.
I sent off the parts to get powder coated and buckled down to finish the last piece of this missile, the nose cone. The nose cone ended up being the hardest part of this entire project. So why is the nose cone so difficult? Well, the original nose cone was machined out of acrylic. Now, I don't have access to the machine shop anymore, but that's fine because this seems like a perfect application for UV resin printing. Resin printers are great for high detailed prints, but the clear resin isn't really that clear. No matter how much my buddy and I tried tweaking it, we couldn't get anything that we were happy with. This led us to our third option, which is making a mold. Making a mold is really difficult, especially when the product needs to be clear, because your mold needs to be absolutely perfect. I started out by 3D printing my nose cone out of ABS plastic. Now the nose cone had ridges, but ABS plastic has this neat property where when it's exposed to acetone vapors, the outside layer melts perfectly smooth. This process is called vapor smoothing. After giving the nose cone some time to dry, I placed it in a mold and submerged it in silicone. Once the silicone had cured, I was able to remove the nose cone and reassemble the mold. Now we have a hollow space which outlines our nose cone, meaning we can pour epoxy resin down this crack and form a clear nose cone. But why is the nose cone so cloudy? After further inspection, the issue was the vapor smoothing. If you've ever tried flipping a cup upside down and submerging it in water, you probably know what happens. The outside of the cup might get wet, but the air pocket on the inside of the cup means that the inside stays dry. The exact same thing happened with our nose cone because acetone vapors are denser than air. This led me down a path of despair. I tried over 25 different models to try and get this to work. Nothing was working. Vapor smoothing is incredibly finicky. It might work one time, but if you change any variables, it might not work at all. I tried painting the acetone on. I tried ABS, I tried ASA, I tried different infill levels. I tried a broccoli steamer. The broccoli steamer actually ended up working. I tried making a spit out of my old Legos and turning a nose cone to try and make it even. Nothing was working. The solution was to bite the bullet by cutting the part into 2 separate halves and vapor smoothing it that way. I then reassembled it, poured the silicone for the interior mold, reassembled the model, and poured our final nose cone. It took way longer than it was supposed to. This took me up to 4 months of messing around with different models, and it finally worked. With the nose cone complete, it was time to assemble the finished missile. Now, this isn't your average Amazon delivery missile. It's different and it's unique. So I decided to base the livery off of the most unique delivery vehicle that I've ever seen, the Grumman LLV. There's a good reason for this. Did you know that the people that make the LLV are none other than the Northrop Grumman? Also, the LLV stands for the Long Life Vehicle, which I think is incredibly ironic because missiles have like the shortest lifespan. Without further ado, the USPS SLV. This project took way longer than expected, so I really appreciate you watching. If you're interested in the details and the technical things, I have another video coming out very soon on the 10 things that I learned while working on this project. So if you're interested, subscribe so you get notified when that comes out. Besides that, I have one last announcement, and it's that I actually made 2 of these missiles. The entire time I figured I would mess one of them up so that I would have backup, but they both worked out, so now I have 2. I'm definitely gonna be keeping one of these for myself, but the other one is up in the air right now. So Sunday Nobody, if you're out there and if you're interested, hit me up. I think we can work something out. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.